Hello there, here's Bruno again. You're watching Ink and Words. Welcome back. We are here today to talk about The Running Man. Not this Running Man, but the book that inspired the movie. Sorry, Arnold.
Fuck you, asshole.
The Running Man novel is a dystopian thriller by one of my favorite writers, Richard Bachman. You're gonna ask me, who the hell is Richard Bachman? And why is he one of your favorite writers? Well, because he's awesome. Okay guys, Richard Bachman is a pseudonym of the great Stephen King. Stephen published the book in 1982 as a paperback original. The Running Man is set in a dystopian United States during the year 2025. The economy is in ruins and violence is rising. Here we are following the story of Ben Richards. Richards is about to participate in the reality show The Running Man, in which contestants win money by evading a team of hitmen sent to kill them. You know, a more sophisticated show than Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but I guess less violent. Let's talk about the plot. The year is 2025. Almost there, kids. The world's economy is a mess.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
You know what? Almost as bad as today. The US is now a totalitarian dystopia. Ben Richard is a 28-year-old man. He lives in some ghetto area in the fictional co-op city with his wife and his very willed daughter. He can't find a job. His daughter, Kathy, needs medicine, and his wife, Sheila, is working as a prostitute to bring some money back home. In a moment of desperation, Richard goes to the game's network. The network is the big antagonist of the novel. It is a government-operated television station that runs violent game shows. After passing through rigorous physical and mental testing, Richard is selected to appear on The Running Man. The Running Man is the most popular, lucrative, and dangerous program from the network. Richard is interviewed by the executive producer of the program. In the interview, the executive describes the challenges of the show. There, Richard also meets the director of the show and the host. Ben, as a contestant of the show, is declared an enemy of the state. He is released with a 12 hours ahead start before the hunters starts to chasing him. The chasing team is an elite group of network-employed hitmen. They are sent out to kill Richard. It's nice to highlight that Ben earns $100 per hour that he stays alive and avoids capture, plus $100 for each law enforcement officer or hunter he kills. And by the end of the 30 days chasing, Richards will win a grand prize of
$1 million.
No, $1 billion. To make things a little more dangerous and interesting, the viewers can receive cash rewards for informing the network of the runner's whereabouts. The network gives the runner $4,800 and a pocket video camera before he leaves the studio. The contender can travel anywhere in the world, and each day he must videotape 2 messages and mail them back to the studio for broadcasting. But if he forsaken to send the messages, he will be held in default of his game's contract and stop accumulating money, but will continue to be hunted indefinitely. Just remembering that no contestant has survived long enough to claim the grand prize. Richard only hopes that he will last long enough to secure his family's future with his prize money. At the beginning of the game show, Richard obtains a disguise and a false identification record. He travels first to New York City and then Boston. Richard is tracked down by the hunters in Boston and only narrowly escapes. He sneaks away through a sewer system and emerges in the city's ghetto. There he takes shelter with a gang member, Bradley Throckmorton, and his family. Bradley teaches Richards that the air is severely polluted and that the city's poor have become a permanent underclass. Also, the network exists only as a propaganda machine to pacify and distract the public. You know, bread and circuses. Richards even tries to incorporate this information into his video's messages, but finds that the network dubs over his voice with obscenities and threats during the broadcast. Wow, the power of editing. Bradley helps Richards to pass the government checkpoint to Manchester, in New Hampshire. Bradley also provides Richards with a set of mailing labels for his videotapes that will leave the network unable to track him by their postmarks. I don't want to give you more spoilers, but from this point on, things are going to get tougher, until the apotheosis at the end of the book. Hey guys, I want to say something. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to introduce the rate system of Inking Words. So, from now on, we have the system that I dare to call the Inking Words ink cartridge. Thank you, Fernanda. So, we are going to rank our stories, giving them a score from 1 to 5 inking cartridges, based on my own discernment about the work. After all, I am the master of Inking Words world. Okay, I'm a fan of Stephen King's work. The Running Man is a very interesting story, and we can call it a thriller. But maybe it's considered a thriller more because of King's aura. You know, the horror and supernatural fiction writer from Carrie, It, The Dark Tower, and my favorite book from him, The Shining. But, you know, for me, The Running Man it's more like a satire of the television and circles around people, doing whatever it takes to get money, surviving in a hostile world, and how we can all be corrupted and turn ourselves into zombies in front of shining screen, losing our minds and our humanity. So, for The Running Man by Stephen King, I give 3 ink cartridges. I would love to read your thoughts about it. So, leave a comment and hit the subscribe button. But please don't take my words for granted. Go read.
I'll be back.